Good numbing. Hello YouTube, hope you're all doing well. Sorry for the inconsistent streams throughout this week. With the heat coming in and just work being kind of busy, I've just been very fucking exhausted for a lot of this week. And it's been something that's kind of affected me the whole week, because like, you know, I've either been waking up late from like the day prior, so it's kind of like throwing my rhythm off, or you know, like yesterday I was way too busy. Like things just crept up and I just wasn't going to be able to stream, so I eventually had to push it back. It's one of those days. It's been one of those weeks, I should say. But we're getting through it. But I thought instead of doing Atelier Shaylee today, as much as I do actually kind of want to get back to that because I enjoyed it last time we played it, we're not too far off finishing this game, so I'm going to try and finish it today. But I hope you've all been doing well. I hope you've been having a good week regardless. Off screen, I tried to work on like more challenges and cleanup. You can see I got 2 of the 4 challenges done. I got For Whom the Bell Tolls and All the Banners Burned. The 8 statues, there might be one I'm missing in the town, but we're just going to keep an eye out as we go. And Burn Baby Burn, we know at some point there's going to be another catapult it's going to want us to use to really catch the last one, so I'll worry about that then. And yeah, I'm rocking a suit of armor again from that you get for beating all the tombs, because it's just funny to have. Also, because I went out and about and explored, I've got ammo for some of my guns again. Not much, but some, because we were kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for a bit. I am going to predominantly use my bow, though, because until we bump into actual Trinity people again, we're not going to have much ammo to pick up. But this suit of armor just looks amazing on Lara, so I'm taking it. Ah! I completely forgot about we got this. Also, I've been fucking around with challenge mode a little more, and I mentioned last time that like challenge mode would kind of be like the make or break whether I go for the platinum in this game. Yeah, break is the key word. I spent some time with the score attack, and it's like the smaller... Oh shit. The small levels are fine. Like where it's just doing the tomb runs or like the very scripted sequences. It's the levels that are very open environment that are kind of miserable. Like you do it near perfect and the game says, ah, but it wasn't perfect, and then just throws you under the bus, and it was like, ah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't think I want to do that. It seems like a pain in the ass to get done. It would take forever. Oh, okay, I am an awful shot. Hang on. I gotta wake up. Bro, these guys take so much... I'm going back to what I know. Oh, it does make all the armor fall off. That's kind of funny. Holy shit, how many bullets to the head? Yeah, survive the ambush was right. Holy shit. Oh, wow, okay. Too close, that's fine. Oh, these guys are dropping bullets now. Okay, awesome.
Almost there. The Chamber of Souls is through that gate. Just need to find another trebuchet.
I also need more cloth urgently. Actually, did he just drop some? He did! Alrighty. Oh, I was mashing square because I'd hide something in there. What are we actually missing? So 2 survival caches. 2 relics. Oh, okay, so stuff that's probably going to be a lot more, like, obvious and in front of it. Well, the survival cache is not as much, but the rest.
You don't have much time, Lara.
Yeah, working on it.
Reach the source before them.
There's nothing more you can do. Get somewhere safe.
Not a chance. You need us as much as we need you. We survive together or we die alone. Now go.
Oh, is this just to get back? I think so. I say that there might be secrets over here, so let's at least poke around. I see a box.
A carved wooden relief.
Oh, there's an echo in your voice, Lara. It's almost like we're in like some ancient city.
It's well worn and damaged. This isn't made of local timber. Word of the prophet must have spread.
So was I just unlucky, or do you have to get to this point before the enemies start dropping ammo? Because I remember, like, last time, like, none of the enemies were dropping any ammo. They were only dropping, like, arrows and, like, components. Oh, okay, no, she only do it from the other side. She won't, like, attach the arrow above her. Even though I felt like she did that in 2013, but they might have changed that just to make it more of like a controlled thing. It's a shortcut. Do my usual run across the ground, mashing square just in case. I also need to keep an eye out for, like, more destructible statues.
Need to reach the top of the tower, but that ice.
Aha! I had a feeling. I was like, there's probably something up here.
That weight.
Oh, okay, so beyond the gate, there's another relic to worry about, but that's about it, by the looks of it.
Work.
Okay, Lara. Okay, Lara. She didn't feel like jumping that high. Got it. Let's try this again, but slightly higher positioning. Oh, no. I'm just going to chuck that first one in. Fuck it. God, imagine if I didn't have that upgrade. It wouldn't be like the end of the world. It'd just slow everything down. That upgrade to be able to just jab the arrowhead into the wall yourself is just such a game changer. Oh, what's that about? That is land. Interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Oh.
Something's in the way. Got to be a way to clear it.
I saw this road and I was like, what's this to do with? Now it makes sense. Yeah, I'm saying as we pull away, it should like loosen it.
That worked. Now to take out that gate.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm glad I did the objective first.
Almost through. Just one more shot.
Oh, fire burning through it, goddammit. Clever. Clever, they have the thing kind of swivel so it reveals the ledge. Ow, fuck. Oh my god, they just take a pounding. It's over here.
The siege of Katesh must have lasted for months.
Too high up, okay. Thought I saw something glow, sorry.
The Mongol armies must have been completely buried in the ice before they can invade the main city.
This is kind of a cool sight, like the old forts from however many centuries ago. Lara. Just gonna hold. Apparently so. Oh, both the statues are missing are in town. Okay, that actually works out.
This should balance the arm.
Will this work? Okay, no, I need to put it from a side angle. I want to see if I could be like a cack angle with it.
Lever on the bucket might close the draining mechanism.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. No, that's not going to smack that on its own. Okay. Now it's too high, I think.
Too high.
Yeah. So I need to loosen a little of the water. It's going to be fun when we get the shadow. I looked into it just to kind of like give me an idea of what I'm in for.
Wait. The weight should move into the right position as the bucket drains.
That should do. In Shadow, if you put it on harder difficulties, Lara does shut up, so we'll have to solve all the puzzles myself. So we'll see how quickly I regret complaining about Lara talking too much in this.
Did it?
So I think it's literally starting on hard mode, Lara gives less hints, and if you go to the second hardest difficulty, because the only difference between the second hardest and the hardest is once again the whole limited checkpoints. But when you go up to the second hardest, you straight up lose the ability for Lara to give you any hints.
Archers. Got to take them out. Just have to aim this thing.
Yep, come on, Lara. Come on. I can see there's a couple more on the platform to the left. And this actually works out, because this would be like, I kind of figured it out for myself anyway, but this would be an intuitive way of you, because you're, of figuring out this challenge, because you're gonna bound to accidentally light one doing this. I doubt you can reach that furthest one in the back from here, so you still have to go to the other one, but it'd be a way of, like, showing you. I mean, like, oh, wait, no, this is a challenge. It's like an intuitive way of you discovering it, because you fight the enemies and you accidentally light one. You're still missing 3 statues, though. That is so fucking far away. Is that gold? Yes.
The way is clear.
Time to get back. I'm gonna have to get ready to do some climbing. That's a trebuchet launch I just saw. Where's that going? Oh, these are some of the guys we got. Yeah, we are being actively shot at. Uh-oh. Ow. Just get over there. Ow. Any more? Need one more. Like, whilst I'm here, where are you hiding it? So is this a secret or anything of value? Oh my god, look how much shit we just picked up on the side. Aha! Gamer, all the challenges done. Glad I checked. I would have hid one of those, like, satchel things up here. Not had all 6 of them in town. I had a feeling that, like, the last one might be up here too, though. Because I did, like, kind of scour the fucking town after the stream yesterday. Need to get up here, I think. Yes, there's a rope. Oh, I see you. What do we do with these guys? Where are they? Actually, where are they? What the fuck? They despawn or some shit? Where are they? Huh. We know where the relic is, that's there. But since this is literally all that's left, because we've done all the challenges. Oh, I did go back to the research base and find that last oil drum. It was, like, right near the start. I kid you not. It was like, where's the starting point? Like, you crash in here, and it's like, if there was a survival cache, that's the truck there. I was just like, oh, god damn it. But if these are, like, right here, we might as well just get them. Because it would be nice to get the 100% on stream. And we're so close, we might as well just go for it. Oh, we did level up, awesome. Just get that, screw it. I know I said weapon upgrades, but we can check that when we get back. Let me just get these survival caches. I won't make too many of the Dragonfire shotgun rounds, just because we don't have enough bullets to go around, but I'll make a couple so you can try. I'll maybe show them off. What am I doing on arrows? 37, okay. I do think this was the smarter idea, because I mentioned before, unsafe to you. Oh! I was about to fucking say. So I said before that, like, I did try 100% this game, like, back when it first came out, but I just burnt out because there's so much to fucking do. So doing it area by area as I go through the game has made the whole process a lot more manageable. There are still some areas that sucked and took forever, like the Geothermal Valley, but as a whole, it's been a lot more consistent. Like the Geothermal Valley, I did have to break out a guide for the challenges because they were so fucking cryptic trying to find all of them. And I know Shadow goes all in on it as well, with all the monoliths and challenges and everything in between. Alright, let's get back to base camp. Picking up all we can along the way. But I'm looking forward to the show, because I've never played any of the DLC tombs as well. And I know that there's a score attack and time attack mode for them, but there's also a casual playthrough mode that you can do for all of them, and that's what I'll do, like when we get to it on the stream. But I think that would be fun to actually experience new tombs in Tomb Raider that I've never experienced before, because when those DLCs came out, I was already kind of done with Shadow at the time. But it has genuinely been fun going, like, so far going back through these, because it's been so long since I really played the reboot trilogy. Like, Tomb Raider 2013 was the only real exception, just because, I did the Let's Play for it all that time ago. And even though that was still half a decade ago, it's still, you know, fresher than, like, the nearly 10 years this game has on me, and the, like, 7 or 8 years that, Shadow has, whenever Shadow came out. Which I think was, like, 2018. Shadow I'm most looking forward to, because I genuinely love Shadow, and I kind of want to, like, go back to it and just kind of go through it again. I know people didn't like Shadow as much as this one, because, to be honest, this one had, like, got more time out of its development, and so Shadow, in some aspects, wasn't completely finished as much as they wanted to, but I genuinely really like Shadow. Scripted sequence, of course. You shall not pass. Objective. Run. Oh shit. Straight into combat. And that relic's gonna be after this combat section, I assume. How did I miss all of them? There we go. Get closer to this. Both of you. I had to move anyway. Any more Deathless ones want to be really close to explosives like that? Oh, he burnt to death. Ow. That was just straight bonk on the head. Get out of here. Ow, fuck. guy? Mini boss? Oh no, Trinity's joining the fold.
Lara, Trinity has broken through. We can't.
Alright, we're going to start getting a more of a mixture then between Deathless and human enemies, I assume. Oh, there's a camp here. Hey Rick, hope you're doing well, dude. Thank you. The bow, I should probably prioritize the bow now of all what's left. No, I didn't mean to rest of that again. I wanted to reload my guns. I know it's the same button. Oh, I see. Oh. I was like, where's it pointing me? Try to make that right? Of course not. Come on, Lara. Put your back into it. Stretch. Oh, I see. I was going to say, that's quite a distance. Are you sure, game? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that relic was... Doesn't matter now. We have to go back for it. I have to go back for it. Yes, I know about arrow climbing, game. You don't have to teach me the thing I've had to do several times already. I'll make that one low just to be safe. So I think that's the big thing, is like the next Tomb Raider, whenever that comes around, needs to go back to actually having a bit more faith in the player. Like, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, you think I don't know what I'm doing at this point? Come on. But I get it, like, if these games, like, have a lot more going on, a lot more with it sort of thing, but at the same time, like, Tomb Raider prides itself on that exploration. Let the player explore and figure this shit out for themselves. I said, and Shadow actually does do some of that. On some of the harder difficulties in the next game we'll be playing, Shadow, they remove things like, paint. They remove the white paint on ledges and stuff, so you have to actually like pay attention to your environment to figure out what you can and can't do. Which is such a cute thing to put on the difficulty, but at the same time I kind of respect it. Okay, we're way over here. What I'm going to quickly do, actually, just before we carry on, I know I'm like breaking up the immersion, I want to try and get this fucking relic. I'm going to warp over here, put a marker on it, and see where it is. It shouldn't take too long to load, because it's only, like, next door. Right, game? Right, game? It's crazy how long the load screens are in this game. There we go. It's still loading, by the way. There we go. Okay, so it was up there. Oh, I see. I think I literally did just narrowly miss it. Yeah, it's literally here. That's cheeky.
An ivory tusk with delicate carvings. Something unusual about the pattern. It's a map. It shows a path through the mountains to Katesh.
I could have used this earlier. Alright, now I'm going to try to just get back down so we can warp from the campfire. God, the whole game's 94% complete now. We're getting there. Alright, back up here we go. And so when we've done with the main game, we're not done. Because we've got 2 DLCs. One I've never really played before, called Deathless, and one that I played a lot of when I first got this game. Because I'm always a fan of Croft Manor. And any excuse to go back. Oh, Jesus! I remember, like, back when I was still talking to my old man, like, when he was first going through Tomb Raider 2013, like, he was used to, like, the odd swear from Lara, because she does go bloody hell a couple times back in the Legend trilogy. But classic Lara basically never swore. And my old man was still kind of in that mindset. So when he came to, like, these reboot games, and she's going fuck and shit, and, like, she, like earlier on, she went to call Anna, a C-U-N-T, and it's just like, yeah, like, my dad's face every single time, it was always like the shocked emoji. It was just like, well, hang on a minute, like, he just wasn't used to it from Lara. He was still in, like, the classic mindset, where it was a lot more, like, prim and proper. Not that it bothers him, but you know what I mean, like, it was surprised him. Oh, I saw that there was a guy in that tower. I was gonna say, those guys looked like they were T-posing for a second. Maybe they were. Uh-oh. I imagine it's more that they were just hanging on, but still. Oh, I saw that. A guy on the right just got, like, stabbed. Yeah, because Trinity and their fucking soldiers, they just arrive guns blazing and assume all will be well. Yeah, immortal ancient soldiers from a bygone era. No, they're gonna be fine. Uh-oh. I don't know what gun Lara pulled out, but no gun I own I can shoot that quick with. That we have in the game. Like, I think that is a plot gun that she just whipped out. Yeah.
Lara, get down! Sophia, where are you?
There, wielding catapults.
I see you, Lara. We'll do whatever we can to support you from here.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you, Sophia. I'll take whatever help I can get.
Yeah, that's now it's Trinity's men. Alright, we can handle this. They're just people. I say as I murder them. It's the Deathless ones that are the real problem. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, they are heavily armored down now. They know, like, war is kicking off. Yeah, these guys are armed to the teeth. Jesus. heal up quick. Oh, I got loads of heals. Remember, like 10 minutes ago where I had, like, no heals whatsoever? Man, crazy. Crazy what just looting bodies does.
Lara, you have to get to cover. We're about to fire, and you're out in the open.
I can't stop now. I'm close. I have to.
Well, don't say she didn't fucking warn you, Lara. Oh, there were some Deathless ones involved in that, because there's some, like, burnt up, like, patchels. I see an explosive, that's back. Oh shit, you're right there! Easiest way to deal with those fucking riot shield dudes. Just put a bunch of grenades at their feet and watch them panic. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. Hell of a shot.
Oh, I already know what this is going to be. This is going to stop. Ah, last camp, PONN. Or PONR. Am I happy with all my equipment? Oh, I did not get many assault rifle upgrades. Ooh, I kind of neglected this baby after a while. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, time to take our fight to Anna and Constantine directly. I always appreciate that all 3 games in the reboot tell you when you're at the last campfire before it's going to be scripted story till the credits.
All squads, I have a visual on Croft. He must not be allowed into the Chamber of Souls.
Constantine.
Sophia, can you hit him with the trebuchet?
We'll try. Get ready.
My weapons are no use against that chopper. I don't think you'll be able to hit him.
We'll keep trying. We're reloading the trebuchet. Hold on. The helicopter is too fast. We'll never be able to hit him.
Wait! I have an idea. If I shoot the fireball when it's near the chopper, the blast might hit
This
it.
is like this boss fight. I love this because like one of the biggest struggles that Tomb Raider as a whole's always had is making interesting boss fights. And this was such a valiant, genuine effort to try and make a really interesting boss fight. That you've got a full-on attack chopper going for you, soldiers going for you, and the only way to deal with the chopper is to shoot a fucking, like, a trebuchet boulder out of the sky above it. Like, come on. It's one of the things I love about Tomb Raider Anniversary. Tomb Raider Anniversary's bosses, all of them, they share the same gimmick, which is your bullets can't really harm them, so you have to find other means. But it works. It works, and it makes all those fights interesting. And because there's only 4 boss fights in the game, it doesn't overstay its welcome as a gimmick. Compared to, like, Legend, as much as I love Legend, all the bosses are just shoot them till they die. And basically every boss in the classic games is the same. The only real exception was AOD with Brother Obscura, where if you shoot it till it dies, but it will just get back up, so you have to get the puzzle and get the painting piece before it gets back up. Oh fuck, we're out of bullets. Uh oh. Okay, I need to get moving. Poison even work on these guys? I just scrolled over my poison. I was like, I had no idea if this would even work. Alright, time to get high up. Oh, it warped us up here, okay. Let me get to a higher spot first. Go for it. Oh, narrowly missed. He started moving just like called it.
We're ready when you are, Laura. Just give us the signal.
Come down and face me, you coward!
If there's anyone left alive down there, I want Croc dead.
Well, you know what it is to want, Constantine. Get fucked down here. Fight me like a man or not at all, you bastard. I nearly called him something else then. I don't want this video to get pulled down. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I kind of emulated that guy. I didn't realize he had a Molotov in his hand.
Laura, we're under attack. We're trying to get rid of this son of a bitch.
You've got to get out of there!
No, we're in this fight to the end.
Thank you, Sophia.
I don't even get to shoot that. I think someone shooting cross from me accidentally got it. Oh, I didn't realize you were right fucking on my ass. Hang on. Oh, goodbye.
Give me suppressing fire now. Fire.
Laura, he's headed back your way.
You know he's going to destroy a lot more of your cover, so you need to be very careful about how you handle this. Holy shit! How are we doing, Sophia?
Okay, we're ready. On your signal.
Oh, how that guy didn't see me, I'll never know. Oh, he saw that though. one more at least. I see him. Find the exit. Well, let me reload my shit first, because I already know what the exit's going to be. It's going to be going through Constantine in the helicopter. Gee, that door wasn't open a second ago, and now it is. I wonder if it's because Constantine got out. Alright, let's go fight our villain. Oh, of course. He's kind of swiveled on the spot there for a second.
Was a brilliant man, but he was weak, a coward. Look at him.
Oh, he's really on the pursuit. Okay.
Trinity could have made him great.
I'll take my shit back, thanks.
This is not my destiny. I was meant for greatness.
This was never your destiny. Your sister let you believe that.
I did all of this. Don't you walk away from me. Wait! Trinity killed your father.
No, you're lying.
He begged for his life. And when that failed, he begged for yours.
You're wrong! Shut up! Just shut up!
He was a pathetic man. I pitied him. I like to think his last thoughts were of you, Lara. Of how he drove you away. How he had failed you.
Burn in hell.
Your men are defeated. Your brother is dead. No! That's what Trinity has wrought. Death. And that's all they'll ever bring. Give this up.
I gave up everything for this. I have no intention of giving it to Trinity.
What about your father? You're dooming him to be mocked by history.
How can you let this go? When you're so close?
I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I can't let you take it.
Think of the millions, suffering and dying. We can save them. We can change the world. Together.
The cost is too high, Anna. We aren't meant to live forever. Death is a part of life.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's dying.
But this isn't about you. This is about humanity, about protecting what it means to be human.
They're coming! We're surrounded!
Jacob, look out!
The source is not meant for the world!
This is your chance, Lara. Everything I've done, everything you've done. Another Croft doesn't have to die for this.
But I'm willing to.
Well, I'm not. Please. I'm dying. This is my only hope.
Anna, no!
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Jacob, hold on.
I've held on for too long already.
You knew I'd destroy it.
In all my years, I've met few as extraordinary as you. It's finally happening. My ending.
I'm sorry. All I wanted was to make a difference.
You already have. You already have.
My dearest Lara, I often think about how my father would turn over in his grave if he knew the shame I had brought upon our family's name. Croft, what does it even mean? I just hope you can make your own mark on this world someday. Remember that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Destroying the source was the right thing to do.
I still feel like I let him down.
I think you would have made the same choice. Come on. You've got a plane to catch.
I'd listened to his last tape 1,000 times, but it's as if I was hearing my father's words only now, for the first time. It doesn't matter what choices he would have made. I have to make my own. The myth of Katesh was real. There are secrets out there that can change the world. I need to find them, not for my father, not for anyone else. Trinity is still out there, and they're more powerful than I ever imagined. I can stop them. I can make a difference. I can make the right difference.
And that's your setup for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But that's Rise. I love this fucking game. I genuinely love this fucking game. Because, like, it wasn't, like... The easiest way to put it is that after Tomb Raider 2013, I mentioned before that when it first came out, I was very indifferent to it. It wasn't that I didn't like it, it just wasn't Tomb Raider to me anymore. It wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. So when I eventually got around to Rise, I was expecting a lot more of the same. And so I was very, like... Alright, let's do this, like, survival game that calls itself Tomb Raider. So when it actually opens up with you raiding a fucking tomb, like the good old days, when the challenge tombs are far more elaborate and evolved, when there's more of a working narrative that isn't just set piece to set piece to set piece like 2013 is for a lot of it, I was like, oh no, they actually, like, took in all the fucking feedback from 2013 to make this game as good as they possibly could. And it paid off. As I mentioned before, for a lot of people, this is the best of the survival trilogy. My personal favourite is actually the next one, Shadow, but I'm not ignorant to the fact that Shadow is different as well. But no, this very much earned all of the credence and love that it's got over the years. It's crazy that this game's almost a decade old now, because I remember all the build-up and marketing, and then the controversy of it being an Xbox exclusive, like a timed exclusive, and everything in between. I remember so much of that, and it feels just like yesterday. But no, this game is 10 years old, or about to be in November. Gotten all about you. Also, this song in the background is kind of iconic for this game. My name. Oh, the doorbell just went. Alright, I'm gonna leave you to the music for a second. BRB. I'm back, sorry. But genuinely, this game was such like an improvement that after Tomb Raider 2013, when Rise was first announced, I was like, okay, next Tomb Raider, alright. When also I finished Rise, the moment any promotion started getting ready for Shadow, I was so hyped. Because like this game, I was like, no, this game is like a fantastic fucking Tomb Raider. The only thing I wanted was the actual challenge tombs to be a little longer, because I love the puzzle solving aspect. And to jump the gun a little bit, that's why I prefer Shadow, because Shadow goes all the way the fuck in on its tombs. I love what Shadow does to the formula, and how Shadow expands things beyond that. But I love this game so much. Listen, I think the thing for me as well is I really like the soundtrack. The soundtrack is something that's so iconic with Tomb Raider as a legacy, yet I could point so many Tomb Raiders, even some of my favorite ones, where the soundtrack kind of fell by the wayside in terms of importance. Like, I love Tomb Raider Legend. There's only like 3 tracks I remember from that game. All the rest is just ambient background noise. I love Anniversary. I only remember all the enemy and boss themes. A lot of the environmental leitmotifs you kind of like slips by you. Even though, like, some of the ones in the France levels are fantastic. Also, the Greece levels are fantastic. And, like, in Tomb Raider 2013, outside of the game's main theme, I rarely remember any of that soundtrack. Yet this one, no, the whole soundtrack is amazing. Also, Anna has 2 actresses. I imagine that's more, like, calm Anna and, like, deranged Anna at the end. But I also wonder if there's, like, something else happened. But interesting. Yeah, I Shall Rise, yeah. But we're not entirely done. We've got Croft Manor, which is a prequel story to this. And we've got Cold Darkness, which I've never actually experienced, so I don't really have anything to say on it. But yeah, this game rules. And it's also crazy as well, because like, it was a 2015 Xbox One title, and then like, a year later, for the 20th anniversary of the series, that's when it broke free of its limited time, and we got the 20th anniversary edition of Rise of the Tomb Raider that came out to all platforms. That included all the DLCs and costumes and all the rest, which is the version I obviously have been playing. But it's hard to put into words, but it just kind of hit. But for like a game for like it's like a decade ago. Oh, one man, you literally just missed it. Yeah, you just missed it. That was at the start. The credits started with it. You just missed it. Oh, I shall rise. But like the soundtrack in general for this game, as well, is fantastic. But like for a game that came out in 2015, artistically, I know like we've had this conversation before about photorealism versus art style. I think this game's aesthetics really nailed it, what it was going for. It really found like a good balance between the two. And I love how Shadow expands it to basically make it a lot grittier and darker when we get to it as well. The only like real criticism I have of this game is the intrusiveness of those DLCs. Like when you're trying to go through the main adventure, the Baba Yaga thing just comes at you like at point blank. It's like, oh, hang on, no, deal with Trinity later. Here's DLC. And I feel like the last act of the game goes on a little longer than it needs to. When you get to the Lost City, I feel like you're already ready for the final boss, and yet there's still a whole another city you have to explore with puzzles to solve and shit to do. It's like, no, at that point, you're ready to just go finish the adventure. But that's kind of it. Compared to, like, 2013, where I was like, I didn't like the lack of tombs, I didn't like the, like, no water gameplay, I didn't like that there was no difficulty options really outside of just making the combat harder. Great, cool. I didn't like the regenerating health. I found, like, the story was very rushed. Like, you know, 2013 is a very flawed game that I still enjoy. Rise is, like, almost there. Like, it goes from, like, a 7 to, like, a 9. I said, although people prefer this over Shadow, I narrowly prefer Shadow because Shadow just leans into what makes Tomb Raider great more over this game. And then I also love the sheer grit of Shadow. Shadow is all about getting muddy and getting dirty and getting in the grime to deal with whatever needs to come your way. And I love that. But we're not done yet. Once these credits finish wrapping, we've got Cold Darkness and Croft Manor to do. So Cold Darkness I've never played before, so that will be a first experience for all of us. But Croft Manor's pretty fun. Croft Manor's like a lot of Croft Manors in Time to Go. It's more like just solving puzzles to kind of give you a feel for everything. It's more akin to like the Legend and Anniversary Croft Manor, which I prefer. I prefer it when they give you something to do and something to solve and like puzzle through. 2 weeks earlier in the northeastern Siberia. Oh yeah, Lauren, the fucking suit of armor I gave her. So this is after the final boss and finale of the game.
You said another Croft doesn't have to die for this. What did you mean by that? You killed my father, didn't you?
Trinity ordered his execution. I couldn't do it.
You're lying!
I loved him.
No!
It's done.
Good.
What about Croft?
No. Not yet.
And there's your tease for Shadow. 98%. What am I missing? Hang on. What the fuck am I missing? What do you mean 98%? I've got to check this. What the fuck am I missing? It better not be like a map or something. I would cry if it's like a map. Because they don't light up on the map, so I'd have to check.
I know it's a lot to take in. I wish I could have been with him in the end.
The fucking suit of armor I put Lara in.
He went peacefully.
She look good, to be fair.
Thank you, Lara. Our oaths have been fulfilled. What will you do now?
Well,
this is still our home.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have to just carry on.
Rebuild. But there is much work to be done. There are still enemies in this valley.
It's not very right of them,
And there is still much to discover.
No, there isn't, Lara. I've done everything. Use fast travel to explore the world. What the hang on, okay. 99%. Oh, right, Syria! Oh, right, the tutorial area I never went back to. Right, I fucking forgot about that. No, yeah, let's do that. Let's get 100% on screen, then we'll do Croft Manor. Because I've only been streaming for an hour. We've got plenty of time to do Croft Manor in Cold Darkness. Where's the fucking campfire? I've completely forgot that you can go back to the tutorial area to actually 100% it. I'm not going to get the platinum for this game because I will show it, but score attack, you have to 100% it, and score attack is not great in my humble opinion. And that's the thing that's going to stop me platinuming it. But if I can get the trophy, the gold trophy for saying I've 100% of the main story, that's more than enough for me. Right, yeah, we can come back to fucking tutorial land. Okay, I am missing one relic, one coin cache, one mural, and the challenge. So if I just go back to the beginning and we just kind of scan our way through, we should find everything. But I hope you're doing well anyway, one man. I haven't really acknowledged you properly beyond the you missed the I shall rise bit. And so with this done, next week, I will get back to Alice Shaley sometime next week, I promise. But next week, I will start either Resident Evil Village or Shadow, depending on what mood I'm in. Okay, I'm like pretty sure there's nothing out here. Doing alright, doing Battlefield 4 on hard. Oh, fairs. Is that the hardest difficulty, or does it have like a fourth, like, not veteran mode, like, you know, how a lot of the first-person shooters did? Because I feel like that was the stand for a good while. 4 difficulty options: easy, medium, hard, and like super hard. Okay, there's nothing out here. I had to check. Also, Lara, you gotta be sweltering in this suit of armor now in Syria. It was fine in the Arctic, but fucking ugh. Yeah, it's the hardest, Arfez. Okay, it's straight up telling me the mural's there. One of the coin caches is there. The challenge is in this area in general. Alright. And that just means, as we run through any, like, awkward or weird corner, I'm just going to mash square on and hope that the coin cache pops up. The score attack for this tutorial level, by the way, you have, like, you get points for every, like, relic and every secret you discover whilst doing the level in score attack. So you basically have to know how to 100% the level whilst keeping on moving, because your time bonus will destroy you. When you get to this sequence... Oh, do I have to warp over there? You absolutely do. When you get to this sequence, when it's like all the things destroying, there's like these like floating lanterns above, and you have to shoot them, run through, shoot them, run through, like... All of score attack is kind of annoying, and it's like I don't want to. There's a trophy for getting the top score or the gold score in every single level, and there's it splits the entire game up into 20 levels, and I'm like I'm good. So let me warp straight over to this one. But yeah, good luck on Battlefield 4 hard. I don't know if Battlefield games would be easier or harder than, like, the average Call of Duty in terms of, like, their campaign difficulties. Just because, like, Battlefield's more grounded and more realistic and slower.
The Prophet, slain by the order of Trinity.
But at the same time, it's like, that could make it harder because you have to be more strategic, but at the same time, it could make it easier because you can kind of, like, maybe magoo or fuck up a little easier than you could in, like, Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, you fuck up, you just die. So I'm just checking, spamming square. Oh, actually, I'm only missing one coin cache, so it is just there, actually. Never mind. So it's just that, the relic, wherever the fuck that is. And the challenge. Are you really gonna do this game? Okay. Hey, can you tell, like, serious, like, a tutorial land that, like, scripts you for it the first time they don't really expect you to come back to? Because fucking I can. They're gonna divide every area up by... That's why there's free campfires in. Now, that makes perfect sense. It's because they know you can't get through it normally again afterwards. Jacob and the Sorcerer gone. Anna and Constantine are dead. Trinity's forces are broken. Sophia has taken her father's mantle. And then I don't think just carries on, I guess. Right, so the last thingamabob is, like, over here. There it is, okay. I was about to bring up the map to try and locate it. And I'm missing 3 more of the Hang 'em High challenge. I've got the upgrade, we got it like very early on, that makes things like the challenges light up. So if I just go into... Oh, there's the relic. Yeah, I know I just hopped off really early, but hang on. Alright, that's the last relic, so now it's just we've got to do the challenge and we should get 100%.
Another religious symbol. But this one is...
Yeah, so you can see... there. 2 more. 2 more and we're done. Oh shit. One more. Let's get to higher ground, we might be able to spot it easier. Just, I'm kind of itching for a single-player FPS to go through again. Now you bring up, like, Battlefield. Like, a lot of it's to do with the hype surrounding Battlefield 6. People seem very excited about that game. And I hope it ends up being good. But it's kind of put me in the mood. It's like, man, I just kind of want, like, a single-player, like a campaign that, like, matters again, you know? Gotcha. Trophy unlocked. Compulsive. Complete every challenge. And then, no stone unturned. Achieve 100% game completion. Just do that to make sure it saves. Awesome. Oh, right. Is this going to be your reward for 100%? Yes. This is tied to the score attack. You attach cards to yourself as you go. And some things can make it easier at the consequence of it negatively infects your score. While some things can make things harder, like having to hold square to hang onto ledges, but it puts a positive multiplier on your score. And you may have already fucking noticed, they had microtransactions for this shit back in the day. You could either spend the credits you got in the game, or you could spend real money to buy these cards to try and get better score in the score attack. So you can see, I did this one, and managed to get, like, far beyond it. But this one, I gave it my best shot, and I'm nowhere near close. Because you have to hit it perfect. The tombs are easy to get the gold for. You just know the tomb puzzle, you solve it, you're good. But, like, I'm not interested. Look at how many fucking levels there are. I am not interested in doing all of these. But Endurance was a survival mode added as DLC, but I'm not interested. Cold Darkness is what I'm here for, the DLC. Which I believe is also kind of like a gimmick thing. But then once Cold Darkness is done, Lara's Nightmare is also a survival mode. But you have to do Croft Manor first. So I'll show off Cold Darkness. Challenge, rescue 6 prisoners. Beat Cold Darkness without dying once. Open 3 upgrades. Get all 8 documents. Pick up 3 different weapons. I'll hit random. Let's see what we get. Survival instinct normally reveals possible answers. Pistols and rifles and silence, but enemies deal more melee. Grants to hope Bastion armor and all skills from the Hunter, Brawler, and Survivor skill tree. Oh, that's huge. Increased carry capacity for regular ammo, and enemies explode when killed with a headshot. Let me change this one. I'll give this like one valid attempt, the Cold Darkness thing, because I said I've never really played it, because it was just, I saw it was just more survival stuff, and I was like, I'm good. And then we'll do what I'm really here for, which is the Croft Manor DLC, because that one's actually pretty fun. Also, does this intro, you know, a recording while someone's talking, remind you of anything? Like, this is giving me huge, like, Black Ops zombie vibes. Currently broadcasting, but have broadcast interaction options disabled. We'd like to enable broadcast interactions to allow viewers to vote on cards that are applied to your game. What? Wait, this has, like, Twitch/YouTube streaming integration? I didn't know that. I'll go without for now because I didn't know, but that's interesting. I didn't actually know that.
Chemical weapon, the infected Trinity soldiers, they're all coming from this old Soviet compound. This is the place. I've got the operations.
I didn't realize this game had Twitch/YouTube streaming integration like that. That people could interact.
The toxin will drift into our valley.
Actually, you know what? This is 2015. It probably isn't Twitch/YouTube integration. You know what it will be? The PlayStation Live integration. That's what it will be. People watching on PlayStation Live. So yeah, no, I'm good because I don't know anyone who watches me through PlayStation Live.
And then get the hell out of there and stay safe.
I'll try.
I'd say I think the first game that's going to have like stream interaction that I might stream one day would be okay. If I do Cult of the Lamb, but I think that's just Twitch interaction. I don't think there's anything that's really got like YouTube interaction.
Do you think Trinity knew what they were doing when they reintegrated the facility?
Hard to imagine anyone would do this on purpose. They must have been out here looking for the source.
Oh my god, infected? Yeah, I can see why I'd probably drop this immediately. I was like, oh, it's like, it is zombie-esque. It makes sense, fucking 2015 video game. We was on the butt end of it, but we were still very much the, like, zombies all the fucking craze. It makes sense that even this game would try it. I'm so glad that all of Rise's DLC is just more tombs. Like, none of like, this crazy extra stuff. All of Shadow's DLC is just like, hey, here's like 7 more tombs for you to raid. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I said, I've never actually played them, because by the time the DLCs came out, I'd already moved on from Shadow. So that will be really fun when we get to it, to experience all those tombs for the first time, see what they're like. Oh, this is interesting. I get spotted. Should get all their attention, get them over there.
We're lucky the toxin doesn't seem to affect women.
Not yet, at any rate.
Oh, it's a oh, that's how they're justifying it? This toxin that's turning everyone into zombies just happens to not affect women? Alright.
Yeah, that sounds... sure.
I'm glad they were like, kind of like, ah, fuck it, why not? Just have some fun with this. Crystal Dynamics, you sons of bitches, you did it again.
I'm outside the first of the towers now.
Okay, when you enter, the airlock will shut behind you. You're going to have to find another way out once you shut down the machinery.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that airlock, I see it.
Okay, there are 4 major systems in the facilities. The good news is, they should be color-coded and well-marked. There's the water filtration system. They'll be colored blue, and will have a circular icon with a water drop in the center. There's the fuel pump system.
Oh, okay, I'm glad they made them different shapes as well for colorblind.
Icon with a flame in the center. Then, there's the main biological catalyst. Those systems
So it's circle, diamond, square.
A square icon with a skull and crossbones. And lastly, there's a radioactive...
And then triangle for the radioactive. Radioactive!
Triangular radioactive warning signs. Alright, let's shut this place down. Here we go. We need to look for pipes on the biological catalyst system, the poison ones. You might see at least one green pipe. Can you find it? If you do, then power up the generator for the radioactive waste system. If not, then we need to make sure the conduits for the water filtration system are connected.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, look for a green pipe. If so, crank the yellow. If not, blue. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what this is? This is, no... What's that, like, co-op game where, like, you have to defuse a bomb? So keep talking and nobody explodes, that one. So wait, what Sky First and Daybreak have... The director says he wants to keep Trails turn-based. I mean, I kind of gathered that. When I saw it, it looked like they were just doing, like, action start that would go into turn-based. They just, like, it's just a different approach. I never got the impression, at least as an outsider, that that was what they were going to do, to be honest. So at least one green pipe. You guys can keep an eye out, too. Like, there's green walls, but I need a green pipe. If there is a green pipe... we do yellow. If we cannot find any of them, and we're confident there isn't one here, we pull blue. Oh my god, I just realized. Look at the left. All the legend and signs. We're going to have to pay attention to all of this, aren't we? It's going to say, if it's German, do this. If it's a generator, do that. If it's water, do this. This literally is the keep talking and nobody explodes game. Okay, does that count? Does that count as a green pipe? Because that looks like a conduit. That looks like a connecting, not a pipe. I'm a bit paranoid. Well, I think if they were going to, what they would do is make it separate first. And I mean, also, don't they have yeast? And isn't that more action focus? It would be a bit redundant to make Trail super action if they've already got an action franchise. I haven't played yeast, so maybe I'm dead wrong on that one, but I feel like yeast, or like YS, or however you fucking pronounce it, is Oh shit. Yeez and Tokyo Xanadu. Is Tokyo Xanadu a series? Is that actually got like multiple entries? I feel like that's only got... Like, I've only heard of them having one.
That's it, Nadia. This tower's been shut down.
Good. Now, it's...
Going for a sequel. Yeah, but until it gets one, then it's not really a series, is it? It's a one-off. It's no more series than Dragon Star Varnir is. I hope it gets a sequel though for the people who want it, but you get my point.
Hang on, you said not yet. Do you think we're at risk from the toxin after all?
Possibly. It's a chemical weapon, Nadia. Right now, I'm more worried about me.
I'm just saying, they've only got one action series right now. They might have a few other things that also action and such, but they've only really got one proper action series right now as far as I can tell. Okay, next one's down there. Oh, I see. So, yeah, let me go back for this. I get how this kind of works. So it's clear the 3 towers, get in and solve the main tower, and you're probably done. But it's how much exploring around the area you do first. And also, looking in the corner, prisoners rescued. There's probably prisoners that we can save while we're doing all this. With the, actually moment. I'm just saying. Where am I landing if I come... Okay, there is another rope. I was going to say, where am I actually landing if I come riding down like this? Guy's in there. That's a body. And there are zombies around. It's weird having, like, zombies in Tomb Raider. Like, interesting DLC idea. Also, like, the fucking... Like, I mentioned it earlier, but the justification... Oh, a rifle, thank you. The justification for why Lara's fine, the infection doesn't seem to work on women, like... Okay. Like, that's just funny to me. That's just really funny. Oh shit. I imagine if Call of Duty zombies did that, and it's like, Richtofen, have you figured out how these zombies come about yet? Yes, my dear, I have figured it out. We're men, and that's why we get infected. What? That's why the 4 survivors in COD Zombies are all men in like in the original story. It all makes sense now. I say that, didn't they make like a whole new storyline like in Black Ops 4? That's like more like it's more standard because it's 2 men, 2 women. I never got remotely invested in the new story. Hang on, let me adjust my seating. My back's kind of like aching where I'm sat. I'm not sat comfortably. I'm sat comfortably, but not like adequately, I should say.
Lara, bad news. When we shut down the towers, it's going to shunt the rest of the toxin to the central core, which is what we expected, and we'll get it all in one place. But looking at the structural damage out here, there's no way the core is going to hold all that pressure after all these years.
What's our worst case scenario?
The core containment fails, and a concentrated cloud of toxin gets dispersed in the wind. As bad as it gets.
Constantine, I've accompanied the men from Echo Team to the research.
Constantine had another motive for exploring this facility. There's more things to pick up. There's 8 documents. Located in the DLC. Yeah, no shit. Where else is it gonna be? Oh, you look at the side. Score, time, kills, weapon accuracy, deaths, damage penalty, tower mistakes. Oh god, it keeps track on everything. Oh my god, you're huge! Oh fuck.
There's a prisoner right near you. Can you set her free?
I won't do all of this because I feel like this is going to take a while and I want to do Croft Manor as well. But we'll do a little more of this. But this just feels like the only way to put it, the zombie survival mode of the game. Just with objectives and shit to do while you're here. And I'm only so interested in these kind of modes, you know? Ow. And I think there's trophies tied to Cold Darkness that are kind of tough as well. Like, I think there's a speedrun trophy, and I think there's a score attack trophy tied to this mode as well. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm glad I'm getting better at my aim, though. Actually, you know what? I want to do Croft Manor. I will leave this for now, and we'll go do Croft Manor. But I kind of get the gist. You do the 3 towers. You have to play a Simon Says game with it. You have prisoners to save and things to do alongside it, and it's a race against the clock to see what you can do with your resources. But I want to show off Croft Manor. VR mode? No, blood ties, thanks. But this is like the real DLC that I wanted to show off. This is Blood Ties, aka Croft Manor, and it serves as a prequel to the main story. Which makes me wonder why it wasn't on the fucking disc. But, well, you know what? It's fine. Oh, actually, now I think about it, Tomb Raider Next, if Tomb Raider Next doesn't have a Croft Manor on the disc, that's just kind of like...
Croft, a current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
It is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere.
And that's the puzzle. You've got to find something to prove that the landlord can get fucked.
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting.
The treasure of the hand.
My penmanship was pretty good.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it
I always knew that my parents met in Oxford, but never the circumstances. Just like Dad to argue mythology as a way to flirt.
To notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia.
I'm curious, like, because we'll get more into it in Shadow, like, the Cross family background and what happened to Mum and Dad. I'm curious how they're going to do that with the uniformed timeline, because if they keep the reboot's explanation for what happened to Lara's parents, Legend doesn't make sense anymore. Because a huge part of Legend is Lara getting to Avalon to reunite with her mother, thinking that she's there.
Had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's
Hang on, about making brothers and sisters
ideas
to Zeus lore is, yeah.
time in memory.
But in this, like, to jump the gun, basically everything's Trinity's fault, like, from beginning to end. And so it's like, hey, you're gonna have the military be the fault of everything, or
I find myself thinking about something else.
are we gonna have Avalon be where Lara's mother went and died?
My parents.
Or Helheim, because in Tomb Raider they're both the same thing. It's the same location given different names depending on what era. That's like that's their explanation for it. So it's both Avalon and Helheim.
Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
The University of Oxford is here to certify that Richard classical archaeology in 1988. I wish I could zoom in more and read more of that, but oh well.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice. This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin.
Benjamin? Benjamin Croft. Hell yeah. Why don't we only see about fucking Benji, yeah?
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Fucking Benjamin Croft, hell yeah.
I finally introduced Richard to the family.
Mum's own words. I can't imagine her speaking. I wish I could remember her voice.
I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family.
It's going to be done now. Watching Richard dealt with the subtle insults and disrespect, such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It'll break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Yeah, Lara, can you imagine if she, like, you became Lara Faringway or whatever it was?
A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
But then it's been mentioned, like, I don't know how many people really know this nowadays, but it's something that was very well documented back in the day. Lara was very nearly not Lara Croft, but Lara Cruz. But they felt that Lara Cruz would be, like, too harsh a name, so they eventually changed it to Croft. And what's funny is how they found the name Lara Croft is they scrolled through the yellow pages and they found a name on there called Lara Croft and they called that number instead of getting the lady's services for whatever it was. Asked her if they could use the name, if they could use her name for a character in their video game. That must have been an interesting call for the actual real life Lara Croft to get.
I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages. Be another way through. Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor. Dad's artifacts from the
Oh, hey, yeah, if Lara's already yapping, she won't let you pick this up.
Dad became interested in immortality myths.
Hey, a reference to the Ankh. Hey, a future reference to Last Revelation. That she's eventually going to go to Egypt. They were already starting to sow the seams of, like, trying to make this a connected world.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately.
It was so hard for Dad to talk about Mum.
How did you meet? What was she like? Winston
Winston?
told me that
The
she
butler
was a
still
brilliant
exists?
artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly.
So I'm home from
But will you
school.
tell me?
Aww. Okay. There's so many shelves you can open and most of them have nothing in it.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be borrowing your sword this time.
Hey, reference.
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Yeah, because he thought he would rise again and again. Little did he know it wasn't him, it was his daughter. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lara, you really let this place go, huh? We need the master key. Okay.
This belongs
He did the
to
thing.
Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
Stop smoking, love Richard. Imagine getting a cigarette box and putting "stop smoking" on it. Yeah,
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked.
Need the master key.
Need a key to open this.
And also, the idea of the staircase meeting in the middle like this,
Looking at the compass.
this has become a staple of every version of Croft Manor since, I kid you not, the first live-action movie. The first live-action movie changed it from Croft's house to Croft having a mansion, and so it became Croft Manor. And every single incarnation of Lara ever since that film became the standard for the games. A lot of people don't realize just how much the live-action film influenced the franchise in the early 2000s.
Hey, Jonah.
I hope Joan doesn't worry too much about me. We haven't talked since I left for Syria.
I decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need...
Oh yeah, that's the before the adventure. Her trying to get in contact with Jonah.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But
the offer came in the post last
It's
week,
incredible. Mum was on the verge of
and
fulfilling
I
one of her
still
dreams.
haven't
Fate can be
told
so
Richard.
cruel.
He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin a new
Oh
work,
yeah, she was
travel
gonna. She had an
across the United
opportunity
States and,
to go to the States, and she eventually declined it.
Writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio.
Atelier,
Without that
atelier,
support,
atelier,
I would
Amelia.
still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal.
Yeah, she eventually gave up her hobby and stayed here and to become a family. You know, back when it wasn't a shithole that Lara's let it become.
Not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
One of these ancestors should be called Hemingway, just for the reference. I think it was Hemingway Croft, which was in the original timeline, Lara's dad's name, back when they didn't give a shit about the parents. It was just, oh, it's fucking Hemingway and Lady Croft. Or some shit. Before, the film came out and made the name Richard and Amelia. Another thing that influenced the games moving forward. Yeah, because it was the film that introduced, instead of it being Hemingway and Lady, it was Richard and Amelia Croft. It was the films that introduced Lara's parents actually being dead, and that being a part of Lara's character. Yeah, Moby Dick, her. It was the film that made Croft Manor a mansion and not just Lara's home, like it was in the classic games. And even, the structure of this living room, this, main grand hall, is literally from the film directly. Like I said, it's, people don't realize nowadays how much the first Tomb Raider film directly influenced the series of the games. I think as someone who likes the first film a lot, I think it's kind of fitting. I don't need to know how the about start feeling Kimi's old manner, but one thing is clear to me. I need Uncle Atlas out of my life for good. Use the servant passage to reach the library.
Amelia.
Mum was engaged to someone else. There's so much I never knew about her.
Your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon.
Yeah, because she was supposed to get married to Earl Amelia Croft. She was supposed to, like, it was a prearranged marriage, but she didn't love him.
But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a great...
Oh yeah, and her last name was really Amelia de Mornay. Which doesn't really quite roll off the tongue quite the same way Croft does. This place really is fucking falling apart at the seams.
Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship.
I heard so many stories about that expedition. To see it from Dad's perspective makes me realize that it was Mum who made it all so memorable.
Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her
good old Roth.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Fucking that master key. As soon as we get it, we're in business. There's even rats down here? Jesus, Lara.
Amelia.
Uncle Atlas has been causing problems with my family for too long now. I'm glad Mum ignored his warnings.
I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit.
I tend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, and I want you to give you a chance to stop this yourself. Please don't go to bed, if not for me, at least for Lara. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was a very loud bus that just passed by, you might have heard.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Yeah, fucking, how did you jump, Lara? Yeah, as I said, because this is, you could technically do this first. They treat this as like one giant tutorial.
My lord.
Oh, poor Winston. I remember doing that to him. Can't believe it was such a little brat. Thank goodness he had such patience with me.
Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little...
As always, indulging in her usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off. Play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in. Of course, for someone so young, she has strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap in the walk-in freezer! They fucking referenced Tomb Raider Classic 2. That's hilarious. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara on the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts, my lord. If I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider her called as soon as you're able.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Yeah, you could see they were already putting in the seams of trying to like reference the bigger picture. They always wanted a survival era to be
King to Queen 1.
a piece of the bigger puzzle, not a separate timeline. The problem is they changed so much that it became a separate timeline as far as everyone else cared.
I play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory.
I'm at a crossroads now.
For the time she was with us, I hope it was enough. I hope it was worth it.
Two roads before me. Both present
a life
joy
with Richard,
and compromise.
or a life of obligation, holding the de Mornay name, risking our traditions, and losing the family that raised me.
Perhaps a new family.
Rubbish choice, I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I accept them. Will it be enough?
Bishop to king 7.
So many. It really was one of the best birthdays I ever had.
Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise.
Been a bit on hands at organising it.
An all-hands-on-deck effort organising the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorising hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts.
It's funny that Lara's obsession with Egypt led her to Last Revelation, where she very, very almost got herself killed for our own grievances and arrogances. It's funny how, like I said, they do try and do a lot of things. They try and just set things up and like try and make the bigger picture start to fall into place. Which is why, like, in some aspects, I don't think they'll have as much difficulty making everything link up as some people think they will. But there's also other aspects that are also like, ugh, you know? So the biggest one being her parents, because in the first timeline they're alive, in the second timeline one goes to Avalon and the other's killed by Natla.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see
And in this
that.
timeline, they're both basically taken out by Trinity operations.
I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire.
I do like this, that like even as a kid she always wanted to do adventuring and whatnot. It's a bit cliche that the Tomb Raider was a Tomb Raider from birth, but it's also kind of cute, so I take it. But that's also kind of vaguely consistent. In classic, she snuck off as a teenager in Chronicles to like go on the ghost hunt. But she also was with Von Croy's training when she was a teen. In Legend, the very first scene of Legend is her at 9 years old being told to close her eyes because a plane's about to crash that she's on, and her saying no.
For my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Showing that she always had like that stubbornness about her.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
That's cute. Yeah, Lara had it great as a childhood. She got to actually go adventuring through like a mechanized like playground of her basement. You can even see the trap that would have like tried to get her.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Best most of us got were fucking Easter egg hunts. And even then, how fun that was, depending on what friend's house you were around and how well you knew it. So I had one friend who had a pretty decently big house. And the garden, like, circled around the entire, like, property. And so, like, when we did, like, an Easter egg hunt there as a kid, it was great, because it was actually an adventure. You had to go poke around.
This was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
We basically got to do, like, most of the areas we're exploring again once we find that fucking master key. Oh, or the crowbar, that as well.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase.
It was almost over before it started. I always admired Dad's ability to recognize when he was wrong.
In the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long.
Yeah, and when they were first getting to know each other, Richard's obsessions eventually very nearly drove Amelia Croft away.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition.
Daddy's put so much work into that birthday expedition.
For God's sake,
Dad would have never written down the combination, but it's like he left clues to remember the numbers.
Expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Lara's treasure, painting by Amelia, the day of the wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest and initials BC.
Oh, is this wrong to fucking Ben Croft? Advanced. Oh, you mean a popular first-person shooter that had its heyday, 15 years ago?
Okay.
Has a fandom now that's filled with a lot of toxic people who want it back to how it used to be.
One of Winston's notes.
Aimbotted on the beta? That doesn't surprise me. Lara, Jaffa Cakes next to William Blake. That's hilarious. I actually got Jaffa Cakes in front of me. That's funny.
I remember this now.
Oh my god.
District in ancient Egypt.
Is this a fucking reference to that one puzzle in Last Revelation as well?
The actual number hieroglyphs.
No, let me see. These two myths are referencing...
This was always one of my favorite books in this library.
Source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
I've reached
Dad never told me about this myth. Why was he so sure? Why did he find it convincing that it was real?
In the Himalayas, and now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply...
So eventually come seeking answers as rituals
what
before.
adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life? This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
Hey, this is a funny foreshadowing. The Shadow, where we're going to be dealing with a lot of creatures and, like, giant cats are going to jump off rocks at us.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But
she was beginning to believe. He must have made Dad so happy to know that she could accept his wild ideas. Oh, I have to pull it from in here. Okay.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Oh, Lara. I get it. I think every kid has like one particular home injury that they didn't mean to have. That even as an adult, they sit there and go, "Man, I kind of remember that." Like you kind of get like the phantom pain of it. I mean, for me, it's not a phantom pain. I did my back in falling down the stairs when I was like 11. And my back's never been the same since. You know, all these 15 years later. And I remember it clear as day. It was like, 'cause it was around Christmas, it was snowing. And from the patio down to the garden, you have to go down some steps. Like out the back of the house. And the steps at the time were wooden. They're bricks now, because they completely rotted through eventually. But they were wooden. And they had frozen over, and I didn't realize. And at the bottom of the garden is our shed, which has our like extra freezer. And I was sent to just get some milk out the freezer. You know, I'd done it many times before. It was just something we did. So I had my bag. I went out onto the patio, saw it was snowing, brought my coat, brought my standard boots, thought I'd be fine. Didn't realize the wooden steps had completely frozen over. Slipped off the top one, slammed my back into it, slid all the way down them. Like into the top corner of like these rotten steps. And you know what the crazy thing is? I got up. I got up immediately. Like I hit it, like slid down. I just got up, carried on, got the milk. Like very tenderly worked my way back up those fucking steps afterwards because of how much I'd hurt myself. Got back into the house, put the milk to the side, sat on the sofa, and then it hit me, and I was in agony. Like, the adrenaline kind of rode me home, so to speak.
Blank, except for the image.
Oh, I need the invisible ink, don't I?
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Oh, so we need to get to the fireplace then. And yeah, because I couldn't move properly afterwards, like for like most of the rest of the day. It was like very kind of scary at the time.
Keys in here when I was a kid.
But yeah, my back was never the same since. It's always been kind of like, it can only take so much, essentially, nowadays.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's the fucking Venice theme from Tomb Raider 2. Cute.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Hey, this track that's playing, it's like nearly 3 minutes long. In Tomb Raider 2 Remastered, there's a trophy for luring all the enemies in the final level to the music hall, putting the music player on so it plays the music, and then killing them all before the music stops. I haven't done it because it's ungodly difficult, because you have to lure all the enemies into the room, you have very limited heals, so you just get shot to death trying.
This should help me read the map. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say.
Okay, there we go. I was going to say, what do I have to do for this?
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
And also allow me to explore a few places. We don't have the crowbar yet, so I won't go down below yet, but... Oh, press square to use the key. This is a crazy thing. This is like, I think, the first actual key in the survival era.
Yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
And the keys were like such a foundational, consistent thing in every Tomb Raider up until this saga. Like, it's crazy in like retrospect how much the survival era kind of stripped away parts of classic Tomb Raider that then had to slowly but surely get rebuilt back into the system. Like, you know, there was no swimming in Tomb Raider 2013. There was no health system. There was no fucking tombs. You know, like, all of it had to get kind of like spoon-fed back into the series. It's not even like proper diving. It's very controlled in the survival era.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this.
Oh, okay. So this is our first number then. The hieroglyph on this. The two birds.
For God's...
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
So our first number is 5, I think, because that's the only one that's got 2 birds on it I can see. Make a note, make a mental note. Yeah, exhibition. So 5, the favorite painting, and then the anniversary. The favorite painting is probably going to be in the West Wing anyway.
Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Oh, I can still hear the music. That's nice.
Worse than I thought. This is strangely beautiful.
Oh, Amelia's side of the house had a tree crash into it.
With Amelia
Dad was
gone,
right. I could sense the change,
the
and now I'm going to find my own answer.
A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too...
Consumed by grief. Poor man.
Okay, Lara, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
My lord.
Oh, Winston, he really did look out for me.
Work was well received at the conference and look forward
It's like Laura's the subject of some ridicule among the other girls at school, from what I can gather. Some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being so much of a tomboy. I mean, when she's pushed into a corner, let's just say they won't be bothering her again. Yeah, she fucking lashed out at them. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara is missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls, and having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the man to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston. Yeah, she's always been a bit of a tomboy with a little bit of a violent streak with pushed into a corner. That's the master bedroom for the combo clues.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in
Marrying in
element,
Luxor was Mum's
seeing him
idea.
at
I never
his
knew.
best
I'm lucky to have
and
this
his
glimpse of her
worst.
after so many years.
I've experienced the purity and chaos.
I know Dad couldn't deal with what happened, but it's time to open up the West Wing again. It's time to move on.
But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end.
At least that old thing still works. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
That's kind of heartbreaking when you think about it. He locked off Amelia's side of the house and put the wedding ring itself in that wing as a memorial. Maybe Dad found the secret immortality and didn't realize it. Glad they went with Lara.
My grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it.
Oh wow, Scarlet, Kate.
It's a girl.
We made some headway with Lara, sort of nod for the sun god Ra. Nowadays in Egypt, is certainly a child to convince.
I've made some headway with Lara.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday. Pretty sure my parents were married in October.
Did they marry on her birthday?
It was close to her birthday. Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so...
Fucking this just says October.
Date, October something. Their anniversary was in October. But which day?
Fucking...
I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar.
After everything...
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
...has done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity.
Oh,
and
another
chaos
4
of his
days till
passion.
my birthday.
And I came to realize I want.
So her birthday was on the 13th. So we got 7 and we've got 9.
For God's sake, memorize.
So we need the middle number. 7 something 9.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism.
Good
Stood
job,
in
Dad.
defense of
You knew how
Richard and
hard this
our love.
decision was for her. You made it
But
easy.
as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have...
Aw.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
Aw.
Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon.
It must have been
to
hard
collect
for her
the
to give
last
up her
of my paintings.
family.
I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home.
Look at my paintings. Which is favourite among them? A simple abstract
in
with
one of
blocks
his
of
foul
red.
moods.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
So is it 749?
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived. This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York.
Wonder what happened with that.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be
I still feel that
celebrating
connection
with
to
his
your mum.
favourite whiskey
Aw.
tonight.
Alright, let's get back.
I'm
7,
glad I still have so much of Mum's
7, 4, 9. Assuming I've, like, solved it right. I might be, like, dead wrong. Sorry, I can't
Dad,
sprint.
What do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be...
Oh, god damn it. 1 second then. It's not 749.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should.
Yeah, favourite treasure.
I believe it took this trip to push me...
4 days before her birthday. There's the abstract red.
The Pharaoh's crown from my...
And that had the 2 birds on it, which we know from...
I remember this now.
Sorry, 5! 5, not fucking 7. Where'd I get 7 from?
I remember this now.
549. Let's try 549.
Okay, found all the clues.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I had it. I just, for some reason, 7 went into my head.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept this safe.
The clay imprint of Lara's hand.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done, and I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate, a test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either.
Fucking, there's so many things.
Be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page.
The final puzzle.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
And now it's a test of memory. Where's that fireplace?
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
A pot, a standing thing, and the bird on legs. Nope, fucking it's in here, I keep going.
I remember this now. Each
One.
district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and
142. 142.
a hidden message.
And it's back downstairs. 142, and it's back down in the underground. Oh, did I ever open this?
Mistress Lara,
I don't remember this letter. I'm sure I wasn't able to read it that time. Did he write this more for himself than me?
Did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few
Okay, this is back to here. Right, let's go back down into the sewer line. 142. Okay, this is just here. What did that do?
A hidden message.
Oh, here.
That worked. Damn, locked in. Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
It's over.
Oh, Dad, part of me wished
I
you'd
have
succeeded.
done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed.
And that bottom line.
And
But
it
the
has
moment
failed.
passed.
There's
Amelia
no
is
doubt
still
in that.
dead, and I was no Orpheus.
prepared
We will
everything
return to the
according to
manor
our
and lay her to
search.
rest. I owe
When
her
I
that
dropped the
much.
stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought, for the barest moment, that it had worked. The hour was midnight, and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me, as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere. This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it
Hey,
someday.
Dagger Shan reference, aka Tomb Raider 2 reference. That is the dragon. That's the final boss.
Richard.
Uncle Atlas won't stop until the Croft name is ruined. I have to find a way to get him out of my life.
Hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
There's a reference to TR2. I kind of feel like there's gonna be references to other Tomb Raiders in the future here.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careless with presenting...
Secure place to keep this all safe.
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
Even though it was very obvious, it should have been the final page of it to make it less obvious. If it's 1 and 3, you're going to wonder where page 2 is.
Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pore over this late into the night. My love.
I can't imagine what Dad felt reading this letter from Mum. I can rarely read it without bursting into tears. I hope he came to eventually see Amelia and me.
After the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still wonder at the beauty of these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment. Only immense sadness. Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become. There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in this world. I'm scared, Richard. What lies beyond? You know I've always struggled with faith, so I'm holding on to yours for now. I'm holding on as best I can, my love. Become the father Lara deserves. Know that I will live on in her.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. Might be able to use...
Hey, the crowbar. I've only lost the secret collecting.
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north. Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
Yeah, you're not done yet. Oh, hang on, I saw that. Hang on. Hang on, 1 second, Miss Croft. No, you just fucked up more of the walls.
Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings.
Yeah, Laura, I think you gotta, like, accept that, yeah, your dad was super cool and all that. He was also kind of a fucking psychopath.
Hi, Dad.
I remember writing this. I do remember being bored in school, though.
When can I come out to the dig site again?
We're nearly there. But here's what I liked this. I remember when I first went through this like 9 odd years ago. I was like, no, this is just pure puzzle solving, no bullshit. I love this. This like ticks all the boxes in my head. And it's funny because there's a Croft Manor section in the main campaign of Shadow, and it's like one of my favorite parts of the game. And it's the same idea. It's just that it's just pure exploration and puzzle solving. I remember getting a little stuck though, because my first playthrough was on the hardest difficulty, so I had no context clues of how the fuck I was supposed to actually climb the building. But once you figured it out, the rest is plain sailing. And I'm glad they did more to integrate, like, Croft Manor. And then, like, the next game better fucking have it. Because there's only a handful of Tomb Raiders that don't have a Croft Manor. 4, 5, 6 Underworld in 2013. Oh wait, Underworld technically does, but it's because the building's blowing up when you're going through it.
I tried to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed.
I'm spamming jump a little bit because it's like ever so slightly faster because I can't sprint or roll in here. Nope, this way.
Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Yeah. Yeah, the comforts are in the west wing, all the information's in the east. Leaving is going out to the future, so the past has to be in front of us. Ta-da! It was here all along.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
That's where it all started. Our family obsession. Well, now it's time for me to complete our work.
To lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, Once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy, one that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there is work yet to do.
My great-grandmother Rose, nicknamed the Golden Rose for her perfect reputation.
Haha, cute reference to the secrets you'd get in Chronicles. So yeah, we had Benjamin Croft, Rose Croft, then the next generation down was Richard Croft and Amelia Croft, and the next generation down is now Lara Croft.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
And that's the Croft Manor DLC, The Blood Ties.
What's this? A letter.
2 days later, and more relics have been found in the manor. So yeah, now you can do like the actual full exploring if you want to like do the cleanup. Like it's not raining anymore. That's been some parts have been like cleaned up. Like she had proven.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
Oh, almost. Look, 39 of 40 documents, 50 of 54 relics. Ah. I think the other relics are added, in all honesty. It says they add a couple more once you come back, now you're done with the story. Are all references to other games.
The broken sword I brought back from Yamato.
Okay, so that's Tomb Raider 2013.
The Atlas. Such an amazing...
Oh, so now this is after the big main adventure, because this is the Atlas from from Rise.
I can still remember.
Hey, the dual pistols that Lara never fucking uses in this trilogy. It's literally the iconic dual pistols. It's even in, like... They're even positioned the way they're positioned in the classic games. It is the dual pistols that Lara uses in the classic and Legend timeline being directly acknowledged here. But does she ever wield dual pistols once in this fucking era? No. It's a complete fucking wind-up. These are literally the pistols. If these aren't available in Tomb Raider Next, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. The dual pistols are iconic, and it's like the fact that they're not available to you the entire trilogy, like this entire new trilogy. Like there's a whole generation of people who grew up with Lara, have never seen Lara in her actual iconography. It's just like insulting. Like, come on. I have no idea where that last relic's going to be. I imagine those three were the ones that were added, and the last one I'm missing, I am just straight up missing. Like, I just didn't spot it. Oh, I can see a document. That might be the document I'm missing. Michael's first attempt at trying to cover from the manor. It backfired, though. I wasn't as crazy as he believed.
I'm increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an...
I'm not sure where that last relic is, but I'm not that fussed either. It's probably, honestly, I bet it's probably in a locker I need to pop open with the crowbar. Somewhere. In fact, I think there was a locker, not a locker, or a thing that required the crowbar somewhere, either in here or in the atelier. And from this, by the way, you unlock a survival mode once you beat this in the main menu, where called Lara's Nightmare, where it literally was like you have your guns and equipment, and the entirety of Croft Manor is your playground, and it's just waves upon waves of enemies. Okay, so not here. Let's try the library. I'll try for like a couple minutes more to try and find this last relic I'm missing, and then after that I'll call it. But we are all done with Rise. And even next week, depends on my mood, because I said I wanted to 100% this game, but I 100%ed it on stream, so that kind of didn't happen. Whether I go straight to Shadow, or I do Resident Evil Village. I might go straight to Shadow, just then we can get the whole trilogy done together. And then go on to Resident Evil Village, because I do want to do RE Village, it's the last RE game I'm missing this side of Requiem's release. Oh, and technically, like, RE4 Remake, I'm missing, but I'm not too fussed about that. Okay. Check the library over one more time. If not, I'll try the tomb one more time. And if it's not in there, then then I'll just assume I'm missing it. And I won't worry about it anymore. Right, I am missing one relic. Yeah. It's not by the front door. No. Okay, let's go back in here. And if it's not in here, well, I looked. I mean, it could be in the cross study as well, because I only poked around there, like, a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, no, it's only not in here. Alright, Lord Cross Study. We'll check that and then I'll make it the last thing I try. I'm not even sure it'll be anything interesting when we do fucking find whatever this is. What would be the quickest way to get there? I think over here. No, where's that one door? There we are. Not looking good. I'm not sure where else we could check. Maybe in the actual, like, sewer line? I don't even think it's gonna be anything interesting when we fucking find it. It's probably gonna just be, like, some toy. Okay, no, it's not in that box. I saw a box, I was like, ooh! God, I wish you could go a little faster, Lara. I know you said little faster, laster, because, you know, my brain. But we got there. No, okay, we'll carry on through and see if there's anything on the other side, but no, I've basically checked, quick glance, I kind of checked everywhere, so... I know what I've done, it's got Lara all dirty, whoops. Ah, no, I've looked everywhere at this point. Oh, well. Yeah, you can do that story again, you can just free roam it, or you can do the Lara's Nightmare, which is also over here. Oh, I think you have to do it once, like, off of that menu, and then you can do it here, but yeah. That'll do for me. so I will call it there. Next time we meet in the Tomb Raider universe, we are catching up with the, although 7-year-old now, the most recent entry in Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my BlueSky and Patreon in the description of every single video. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.
As I cross the raging sea, waves are crashing over me. They drag me down, they drag me down, but I will not drown. They'll